1,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Get up! 180!
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Check 31. Check 31. Here we go. Checking motion.
Stop.
Check the call. Check the call.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Focus, defense, focus.
Lock in, lock in.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, check.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On first down, Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check 30.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
You better bring it. Hey, check 24.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
And that's one of those who like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that's...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The 20. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Golden Eagles nothing.
Stop! 180!
Mike's 59. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! You don't want that! You don't want that! Get out of here, baby!
Now a give right side. Swift. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was
Tight, guys, double tight.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check, check.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Motion, motion, motion!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
55. Hey, eat.
Watch the run, watch the run!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check it up! 180! You gonna get this, boy? Blue. You think you gonna get this? Hey! Whoa! Mike 99! Mike 99!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Check Mike 99!
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Mike, check. 59.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
That's how we do it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Greystone, travel.
59's Mike. Check. 59. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that's off the mark, incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Check, 59. You ain't going nowhere. Kill. Motion. When he heard.
On first down, Swift looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky.
All day.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Hey, let's get this.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, that's all day, baby.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be pop.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third.
Ravens 14, Golden Eagles 13. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
27 yards there, a first down.
And the Mexico City first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
It's our time. It's our time. Alert, 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 alert. Alert 3.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding room at the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Jackson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Slam, slam, slam.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch that.
Back. Cloud. Check. Crunch.
Watch the edge. Kill. Alert flare.
They'll try the left side. Swift, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
All day.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Red, up. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check back.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. 18 Gator. 11. Come to my world. We won't.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cut. Jack.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Check Mike 11. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown, baby.
Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Golden Eagles 13. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come. Watch safety. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He wasn't ready. No. Off. Check 52. Ran, up. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And what a big-time play there. 59 yards. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, baby.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Mike, ran, 59. Go.
He's back to throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Red, up. 61, matchbox lights. Watch the safety creep. Hey, ball. Bravo. Hut.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Well, that certainly comes under the heading of critical mistake, doesn't it, partner? You can't have that. You've got a chance to tie the ball game from the 2-yard line. Now you've got to go back to the 7-yard line and take the same chance.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
You're all mine, baby. You go get this. You're all mine.
Hey, Echo.
Nice, Mike. Check.
Here's Trubisky.
We own them.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen.
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
Let's go. Get excited.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it.
Some Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
3 down.
On second and 9, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready? 31's the right.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Son, where's the mic? Hey, go on. Weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 11. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Check, 59.
Now Trubisky to throw.
Got nothing today.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
180. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Pick it up, pick it up.
On first down, Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Stop! 180. Alert, 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 alert.
3 buzz. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, jump.
On second and 12, Trubisky.
Let's go.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second and 13. Now it's Trubisky. Incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and it's third down. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And his kick here is good. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
His guys
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ochena Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Jam him! Jam him! Jam! Jam!
Hey, Alpha!
Now it's Trubisky. And a throw there going to be incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36.
Tighten up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Check your hot read.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second and a couple, Jackson. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's third and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, check the arm. Check Mike 11. Watch the slant.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Army. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom!
Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Check Mike 11.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Going deep here for Watt. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Alert!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Hey, let's go.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Get him, boys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100. in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
I got him. On me.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people,